A hand reaches out in the dark, holding red earth. It presses against cold stone and leaves a mark. A shape that means something. A picture. No one needed it. Nothing was hunted or built. And yet, it changed everything that came after. This was the first art, almost as old as we are. Start with how strange art really is. It feeds no one. It builds no shelter. You cannot eat a painting or wear a song. And yet every human people we know of makes it. There is no culture anywhere without art. So when did it begin? Far earlier than you think. Go to a cave in South Africa called Blombos. In it lay a small flake of stone. On that flake, 9 lines, crossed in a pattern, drawn with a sharpened crayon of red ochre. It is around 73,000 years old. The oldest known drawing made by a human hand. Not an animal, not a person, just a pattern. The same cave held beads and carved lumps of ochre. These people already lived in a world of symbols. But the story goes back further still, and stranger. The first artists may not have been us. In caves in Spain, red marks stain the walls. A ladder shape, a hand, dots of red. They are more than 64,000 years old, older than the first modern humans in Europe, which leaves only one artist. The Neanderthals. The cousins we pictured as brutes could paint. Art may be older than our own species. Look closer at one mark they loved, the hand. An artist set a palm flat on the rock, then blew a mouthful of red around it. Lift the hand, and a stencil remains. A perfect print, framed in color. I was here. You find these hands in caves all over the world. Spain, France, Indonesia, Argentina, and far beyond. People who never met made the very same sign, and many of the hands are small. Children's hands. A child, deep in a cave, reaching to be seen. Now travel east, to the islands of Indonesia. On Sulawesi, the walls hold something new, not just patterns. Animals. A wild pig, painted in red, with bristles and warts. It is at least 45,000 years old. One of the oldest pictures of a real thing. Nearby, a whole scene plays out on the rock. Small human shapes crowd around a pig. They seem to carry spears and ropes. It may be over 50,000 years old. The oldest story we have ever found. Not one image, but many, telling one tale. Someone stood there and said, "Let me show you." Much later, the caves of Europe explode with life. At Chauvet, in France, the walls run with animals. Lions, rhinos, horses, drawn in black. Around 36,000 years ago. The artists use the bulge of the rock. A swelling wall becomes the shoulder of a bull. Some animals have extra legs to show them running. This is not clumsy. It is masterful. At Lascaux, great bulls tower over your head. These were not quick scratches near the door. They lie deep inside, in total darkness. To make them, an artist needed light and time. So how was any of it actually done? The colors came from the earth itself. Red and yellow from ochre, a kind of iron. Black from charcoal or from dark manganese. They ground the lumps into a fine powder, then mixed it with water, spit, or animal fat. They blew it, smeared it, dabbed it with moss. They drew fine lines with a fingertip or a stick. Deep in the dark, they burned fat in stone lamps. A small flame, a wall, and a steady hand. For the highest spots, they built simple scaffolds. This was slow, planned, deliberate work. And they did not only paint, they carved. In Germany, from a tusk of mammoth ivory, someone carved a standing figure by hand. It has the body of a man and a lion's head. We call it the Lion Man. It is about 40,000 years old. And here is the wonder. It is not real. No such creature ever walked the earth. It came from inside a human mind. This may be the first imaginary being ever made. The first time someone carved a thought, not a thing. From the same time and place, another carving. A small woman, round and heavy, of ivory. one of the oldest images of a human body. So step back and ask the real question. Why? Why make any of it at all? Because a picture does something astonishing. A few lines on a wall can stand for a horse. The mark is here. The horse is not. An image lets a thing be in two places, out in the world and inside your head. That simple leap is the root of everything, of writing, of money, of every screen you know. All of it begins with a mark that means. Art also let a person speak across time. The painter is long dead. The hand remains. We are still staring at it, tens of thousands of years on, and much of it was made for the dark, hidden deep, where almost no one would stand. Made to be powerful, not simply to be seen. Maybe for spirits or rites or the hunt. Maybe to teach or to remember or to pray. We cannot fully know, but we can feel it. Picture one artist, alone, far underground. A lamp gutters. The wall waits, cold and blank. A hand lifts, loaded with red, and begins. In that moment, the mind steps outside the skull. A thought is set loose that will outlive its maker. And it never stopped. It is still in us. Before a child can read, it reaches for a crayon. It draws a sun, a house, a family. No one teaches that. It simply comes. We doodle, we decorate, we cannot help it. The same hand, the same wall, the same need. The first artist never put the ochre down. We are still painting.